Hello, buddy. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is One Reason Why. One Reason Why. So you can check out my website, roberthollis.com, get a copy of my favorite book. How's that working? I said my favorite book. That was pretty funny. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. We'll get started here just in a moment. Hi, Bill. Nice to see you on here. I appreciate you. Dream Vacation Maker. Amen. Amen. Hi, Craig. How are you? Great to have you on here. Hey, Pat. Nice to have you on here. We'll get started here just in a moment. Hi, John. How are you? Hope everything's going great. Super excited about this video. And we'll get started. Seems like everything going slow here. Hi, Lisa. Marie. Hi, Dustin. Great to have you guys on here. Thanks, Craig, for always being there and always posting. Hi, Jim. Great to have you on here. All right, we're a minute in. So, hello, buddy. My name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is One Reason Why. One Reason Why. Again, I've always surrounded myself by some of the best minds and best mentors. I always want to be in a room where I'm the least productive person. So, you become who you hang around. And I love hanging around people that make me look like I'm not making any money. They think different. They speak different. They respond different. It's just really, really amazing. And so one of the things that you'll find is there's two groups of people. One group of people that seems to find something wrong with everything. So they go through a filter. They go through a filter of looking at something skeptical. There's something wrong. I seen a leader post the other day that, hey, listen, the reason that, poor people are poor is because every opportunity they find, there's something wrong with it. This is too good to be true. This is a scam, whatever. So they're very, very, very good at finding reasons why they shouldn't do something. And I want you to think about that a little bit, because there's things that I don't want to do. There's flat out things I do not want to do. And so instead of saying, I don't want to do that, I make excuses. I come up with reasons why I don't want to do that. And it's just human nature, right? And so we make up excuses, and you always hear people that say, well, how many people are in the company? And, it's not new enough. It's too old. Over and over and over and over and over and over. So one of the things that I have learned to say, and what my mentor said to me, is he said, Robert, he said, have you heard of the Academy Awards, the Emmys, the Tonys? I know in, sports, it's the world championship. It's the most valuable player. They get rings, got a little display up here for all my championship rings. And it's like, yeah, of course I know about that. He said, Robert, can you tell me who won the Critic of the Year last year? I said, what? He goes, well, there's critics. There's people out there that got opinions, and they rate movies, and they're critics, and da-da-da-da-da. Do you know who won? Do you know who won the Critic of the Year last year? And I went, no. And he goes, because they don't give out that award. And he's going, why would someone want to compete for something that's not there? He says, you go to the Staples Center. Now it's called Crypto, crypto.com place. And he says, you go to all these sports places, like maybe, Green Bay Packers, or you go to any one of these places, and they have statues. They have statues of star players that played before then. They have all these trophies, and I mean, not trophies, but statues and trophies given to people that make an impact, that make a difference in people's lives, that they inspire people. Don't be the world's best critic. They don't give away awards for that. So I remember he said to me, it takes no talent, zero, zero, zero talent to find something wrong with something. You could find something wrong with everything. And there's people that are professionals at finding something wrong with everything. So my mentor said to me, Robert, I'll challenge you. I'll challenge you. And I think I seen this in a presidential debate that someone finally said, hey, I got a question for you. Yeah, go ahead. Do you have anything to say nicely? Do you have anything sincerely that you respect the other person for? And I can remember people going, oh, they have great kids. And so to think that if someone asked you, like my mentor said to me, he said, Robert, can you find just one really, really important reason why you should do this? Just find me one really, really good reason why you should apply yourself, why you should feel uncomfortable while you're learning to do this. One reason why you need to push through the fear. One reason why. Give me one reason why. And it popped in my mind right away. My wife and my sons. Just bam. My wife and my sons. Why? I don't want them to struggle. I want them not to worry. I don't want them to be killed by the number one thing in the world called heart disease and stress because we're stressing around money. I want to put smiles on their faces. I want to have these moments in my mind of things that they've experienced in this world that put a smile on their face, because when they're smiling and they're laughing and experiencing these incredible experiences, it brings joy to me. It fills my heart. It makes me emotional. And he goes, okay. That is the reason. That is the reason. That one reason is why you do what you do. Now, here's the problem. Once you got that reason, you got to protect your mind. You got to protect your mind. And because other people will try to steal that reason away from you. Someone will try to steal that reason away from you. They'll go, oh my God, this stuff doesn't work. And oh my God. And it doesn't make a difference what product or what company you're in. If you are consistently running into people that give you all the reasons why that this won't work, not only for them, but for you, I bet you don't believe it yet. See, what the universe and the world is doing is they're testing you to see if you really have that one reason. That one reason. Is it solid for you? So when people turn around and say, hey, you know what? The prices. I just said to someone just a minute ago, I won't say his name, but me and him were talking about some people complaining. That's the reason for this video. And I said to him, do you realize that price has never been an issue in my life? When someone focuses and says, well, the price is higher, I go, I know. Isn't that awesome? And they get thrown back a little bit, and they go, what do you mean? And I said, I don't want to buy the cheapest of anything. I don't want the cheapest watch. I don't want the cheapest clothes. I don't want the cheapest automobiles. I don't want the cheapest furniture. I don't want the cheapest vacation. I don't want to go to the cheapest of anything. I don't want to find the cheapest food. I want to find the best. I want to find the best stuff, and I need and will be in position to buy the things that are the best. I want to stay in a nice resort, a 5-star, 6-star, 10-star, whatever they are. I want to go to the best excursions. I want to eat the best food. I want to travel private or first class. Why do I want to see what the cheapest stuff is? What a change. What a change in attitude. I'm enough. I'm enough. I'm worthy. I'm deserving. My family that I love is deserving. So when someone says to me, hey, listen, I found cheaper stuff someplace else, I go, that's not the game I'm playing. I've, in my entire career, have always sold stuff that costs more. And the reason that I always find things that cost more is because I want the lifestyle. I want the income. Money is nothing but a tool to allow me to enjoy this planet. It allows me to make choices that the average cheap people that are looking for excuses why not to do this, they don't get to live the lifestyle that I get to live. They don't get to have the lifestyle that my sons and my wife have. Because I don't choose to play small. If I go to a sporting event, why would I want to sit in the nosebleed seats? That doesn't make any sense to me. Well, I can't go to a concert. I can't go to a fight. I can't go to a racetrack because those prices are too expensive. I can't travel because travel costs so much. Change that. Find the one reason why you should do this. And if you can't, don't do this. Don't do this. So when people reach out to me and talk to me about price, I go, are you kidding me right now? Are you serious? Because my mentor beat me up a lot because I had stinking thinking. I'd run into these people. What about saturation? What about saturation? Well, I don't even know what the hell saturation is. Well, when too many people get into this kind of thing, and then, it's like the opportunity's not there. It's dumb. It's saturated. So I would be really stupid. Listen to me closely. Stupid. And when I would listen to people that found a reason why they shouldn't do this, I would bring that back to my mentor. What an idiot! What an idiot. Me, an idiot. So I'd go to my mentor, hey, by the way, sure, what's up? I talked to this guy, and he said that we're too saturated. Oh my God. Now I get a tongue lashing for bringing up something I never thought of. You guys listen to me? I never thought of this question because I've already found my reason why. And I'm focused on my reason why and trying to find other people that can find that one reason why. And every once in a while, I mess up. And I'll allow someone to ask me a question that I think is important. See, because I didn't find out the reason why they would do this. They told me the reason why they wouldn't do this. So then I bring that to my mentor, and he looks at me and he goes, Robert, saturation? Are you serious? I go, that's what he said. And he says, have you heard of religion? I go, yeah, I've heard of religion. He says, there's Buddhists, and there's Muslims, and there's Christians, and there's 400,000 different religions on this planet. I go, oh my God, I didn't know that. And he goes, so let's just talk about Christianity. You know, everyone says that if you believe in their belief, that you get to go to heaven. You know what I mean? They're giving away salvation. Once you leave this, you get to go to a better planet or heaven, a better place. I go, oh yeah, I understand that. He says they're giving away salvation for free. For free. And I said, okay. And he goes, so why isn't all 8 billion people Christians? It's been out there for 2,000 years. It's being shared with people all over the world. And I don't know. No one knows. What do they got? 1 billion Christians out there? So they haven't saturated in 2,000 years of giving something away that sounds pretty awesome. And they can't get 7 billion people. And I went, wow. He says, Robert, there's no such thing as saturation. It's a BS thing that someone brings up to see if you believe or not in what you're doing. They're just looking for an excuse not to do it. Just tell them, hey, come on. You don't have to come up with excuses of why this won't work. Just say you're not interested. Just say the timing's not correct. But you're not stealing my dream. No way. You're not taking away my one reason. You're not doing it. Are you guys following me? So when you know someone doesn't have the reason is when they're not getting results. They don't believe in that one reason. They don't believe that this vehicle, this process that's been out here for since humans started. You know, one group will starve and another group will go out and feed themselves. They got a reason why. Some people stay in a country and struggle, and other people move. They'll walk. They'll walk for months and months and months and months to get to America. Because they have one reason why. My wife and I last night watched an Indian from India. He's a comedian. And he talked about what his family did to make sure that when she had him, he was an American. So his mom and dad got married, didn't know each other, and then moved to America, had him, and then his mom moved back to India to finish her education. My God. See, they had a reason why. They wanted their children to be in an area where they had choices, where they could live the American dream. And people are born and raised here second and third generations, and they're still finding a reason why they shouldn't do something. Don't be that person. Be the person that found the reason why. I believe in you. I know you can find that reason. I love and appreciate you. Please do me a huge personal favor and share this video. And if no one's giving you permission to be happy and fulfilled, let me be the first. My mentor did that for me, and I want to do that for you. Bye for now, and see you on the next video.